Mainly cloudy with isolated showers at first, becoming fine later in the day. The minimum temperature will be about 28 degrees in the morning. It will be very hot during the day with a maximum temperature of around 33 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. Relative humidity will stand between 65 to 90%. We can expect light to moderate south to southwesterly winds. Please note that the very hot weather warning is in force. The outlook. It will be mainly fine and persistently very hot in the following few days. The maximum temperatures will be about 34 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. There will also be isolated showers. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your Connect.
That wine was really good. It's still early. I'll go for a ride. Oh!
Any driver found exceeding the prescribed alcohol limit will face prosecution under the law. The driver is liable for a maximum fine of $25,000, imprisonment for up to 3 years, driving disqualification for up to 5 years, and will incur 10 driving offense points.
Ang opinyon ng programang ito ay mula sa host at ang kanilang panauhin at di nanganguhulog ang opinyon ng estasyong ito, Metro Plus AM 1044.
Yes, checking in at 7 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. This is your Friday edition ng PTS PinoyTayoSanman. It is the first Friday of the month of August, the 2nd of August. In fact, magkakasama po tayo hanggang alas 11 tuloy. Alas 10 pala ng gabi. Oh, parang gusto ko siyang i-extend ngayong araw na ito. Anyway, sa mga kasamaan po namin, maraming salamat sa inyong pagdalo sa ating programa sa araw na ito. Kung saan man ho kayong dako na nakikinig sa amin, pagbati namin sa inyo ng magandang gabi, magandang hapon, at magandang umaga. Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating programa sa araw na ito. Pagbati muna natin sa lahat ng mga kasama natin sa iba't ibang parte ng daigdig. Lalo na ang mga lugar gaya ng, of course, North, Central, South America, kabuuan po ng Europa, ang Africa, gitnang silangan. Kasamahan rin natin sa Asia, ang ating bansang Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Kasama rin po mga karating ng mga isla sa New Zealand at Australia at sa South Pole. Pagbati po namin sa inyo na magandang gabi, magandang hapon at magandang umaga. Kami po ang PTS, PinoyTayoSanman. Medyo maganda at maliwalas po ang panahon. Pag akyat ko kanina ng 7:30, medyo clear pa yung sky eh.
Mm-hmm.
Yung parang, ano ba siya? Yung unti-unti lang bumababa pa lang yung
sun,
yung araw eh. No?
Buti nakita niyo pa yan.
Oo. Kailangan ko, alam niyo ho, kailangan ko umakyat kasi medyo matagal-tagal din kami dito sa ilalim ng studio na minsan sumusobra na yung lamig eh.
Parang winter nga dito.
Sobra. Ngayon, what? 19 degrees po kami
19
dito.
degrees.
All throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sa mga kasamahan po natin, magkasama-sama po tayo hanggang alas 10 ng gabi. Meron tayong dalawang nanonood sa atin sa YouTube. At bago ang lahat, alamin muna natin ang kalagayan ng panahon sa darating pong walang araw. Umpisa na po ang mababang tsansa ng pag-ulan. Bukas, inaasahan parting makulimlim po sa iba't ibang parte ng teritoryo. Inaasahan ng temperatura ay nasa pagitan po ng 28 hanggang 33 antas sentigrado. Ang humidity po natin ay nasa pagitan po ng 65 to 90%. Pagdating naman po ng Lunes, Linggo at Lunes, asahan niyo po na bubulusok ang temperatura sa pinakamataas na 34 at inaasahan ng pinakamababa ay 29 degrees. Humidity po ay nasa pagitan po ng 65 to 90%. Yan po yung tinatawag nating hot weather warning.
And in the new territories, it will be higher. A
Higher.
couple of degrees higher daw.
Parang ano yan di ba? Parang pag winter, mas
Mas
baba
malamig
naman
doon.
Oo. Inaasahan magtutuloy po ang init ng panahon ng Miyerkules at Huwebes, 29 to 34 degrees. Nananatiling mababa ang tsansa ng pagulan at ang pagitan po ng 65 to 90% pag humidity ang pag-uusapan. Bahagya pong makulimlim ang iba't ibang parte ng teritoryo ng Anuebe at Agis. Biyernes at Sabado yan. Inaasahan na bahagya pong bababa ang temperatura sa 33 degrees. Pinakamababa at 29. At ang humidity, bahagya po siyang aakyat dahil sa tsansa ng maulap ang panahon sa iba't ibang parte ng teritoryo. Pero ang tsansa ng pag-ulan ay napakababa. Yan po ang kalagayan ng panahon sa darating pong 8 araw. Mga pagbati po natin sa ating mga kasama sa araw na ito. Si Tita Alpha, maaga-aga. Tita Alpha, wala pa ba yung boss mo? Alam ko, nag-tour na naman yung mga boss niya eh. Mula sa Aquamarine Light Chico, ang ating kaibigan na si Sheila Kaya. Pagbati rin natin kay Lucencia Barret Payumo. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Si Tita Cora Carsola, all the way from of course, London. Hello sa iyo dyan. I hope na nasa mabuting kalagayan. Congratulations. It was lovely to see the pictures that you took during the celebration of our Independence Day. Si Tito Jonathan. May good news ka na? Wala pa ring news. Tita Ada Laron, kasama natin all the way from Beverly Hills in Taipo. Helen Caimo, Marie Bautista. Tita Edna, sabi niya, she's currently in Venice, Italy at 28 degrees. Sabi niya, buong bahagya pong makulimlim po ang panahon doon. I was there in Venice when Italy was still holding lira.
Wala pa sila sa EU?
Wala pang EU nun. Wala pang EU nun. Ganun katanda na ako nun.
Tagal na doon.
Inaamin ko na, sinasabi ko na sa'yo. Baka mamaya sasabihin mo, Chief, ganito, ganyan. Hindi. Inaamin ko na yun. At ang masasabi ko lang na napakaswerte namin nun kasi you land in the ano tawag dito? Magla-land kasi kayo doon sa side ng main Venice where the train station and the airport is. Tapos sasakay kayo ng water taxi patungo doon sa island, di ba? Katabi namin, Will Smith.
Hindi pa siya nananampal nun?
Hindi pa. Nakasakay siya ng water taxi. Will Smith yun Pero siyempre, yung water taxi niya, exclusive yun. Hindi siya yung kagaya namin na sama-sama na water taxi, di ba?
Yung motor niya, motor talaga. Hindi yung...
Tsaka yung mga, alam mo yung mga magagandang motorboats na yung lacquered yung... Ganon yung sinakyan niya.
Uy, mahiya naman sila kung hindi yun ang ibigay sa kanya.
Hindi, sinampal sila.
Oo.
Tita Emmy, si Miss Puto, Kutsinta at Peachy. Si Mary, kasama po natin. Gigi Boljak, si Danya, good evening po. Dallas Sopranes, at sa mga kasama pa natin, si Eveline Villanueva. Magandang gabi po sa inyo. Jano, from Sultan Kudarat. Edith Bato-Bato. Tita Jano, hindi ka na ba babalik? O ano na, you have decided to for good na talaga?
Sarap naman kung nag-for good siya.
Sarap
naman kung nag-for good na.
Si Tita Alpha, lumabas po si among lalaki swimming sa Jockey Club. Tapat lang nyo yun. Si Madam naman, prepare niya yung mahjong table para bukas. But, ikaw naman, nakataas yung paa mo at nanonood ka ng TV. Nanonood ka ng PTS sa malaking 55-inch TV. Ba talaga si Tita Alpha? Galing!
Siya yung boss eh.
Wala talaga. Saludo kami sa'yo. Si Tita Marivic, Idia, kasama rin po natin ngayon. Si Bale, kasama rin po natin. Tita Jasmine, good evening po. From Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore?
Yes. Kasama natin si Manang Lolita Villamero. Saan ka dyan sa Baltimore, Maryland? Parang healthcare worker yung suot ni o t-shirt lang yan, Tita Lolita. Kasi maraming healthcare workers tayo dyan eh.
Sa Baltimore.
Yeah, so,
I guess in the States in general, madaming
Normally, marami talaga sila sa East Coast. Yeah. Hello to Deseo Perlita. Magandang gabi sa inyo. Tita Kat, all the way from Taiwan. Si Chris Rodriguez. Hello, magandang gabi. Si Everett Aguilar at si Lori Angico. Kasama rin natin ngayon si Freda, who used to be from Hong Kong, now is already in Italy. Gandang gabi sa iyo dyan, and may you have a great day. Nakainom ka na ba ng coffee mo? Latte, cappuccino, double espresso.
Double espresso.
Oh, may mga gano'n, double espresso.
E di, nagsishake-shake ka na nun.
Oh, lalo na kung, di ba, normally, kasi mga Italiano, hindi naman kumakain ng breakfast yan eh.
Yung ano lang, yung espresso with yung bread nila na ano.
Yung parang bato na pag binato sa'yo, talagang magkakabukal ka.
Kailangan mo talaga i-dip sa coffee.
Yes. Si Ana Moscosa, kasama rin po natin. Tita Alpha, tanong ko po sa kapwa ko OFW, agree ba kayo na legalize ang cannabis na maging medisina sa atin? Ako, I agree to that.
Well, because there's two types of like when it comes to cannabis or cannabinoid.
Kasi may extract yun eh. Diba?
May extract, yeah.
siya eh.
So when it comes to yung typical kasi, like when people don't research or people don't look further into it, when you hear cannabis, you only think of the recreational,
Yes,
yung smoking.
Correct. But actually, there's more to it. Eh.
There's more to it. There's the cannabinoid oils, yung mga cream, and yung painkillers na talagang it helps with
Doon sa may mga autoimmune.
autoimmune, yes. And
Sakit.
and there are some studies where it actually helps yung mga kids where it helps them calm down.
Even I've noticed that people who have Parkinson's,
Yung Parkinson's,
Parkinson's.
the shakes,
nawawala yun.
it subsides.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, kagaya ng sinasabi natin, tama yung sinasabi ni DJ McCurbs, na you cannot just look at things on face value. Kasi scientifically, paano tatanungin nyo, paano yun, di ba? How do you extract that? Well, the extract, in technical terms, scientific kasi siya eh. Di ba? So, technically, parang yung DNA ang talagang inuukit nila yon.
Yeah.
And a lot of places now in the US allow that.
Yep.
No. Specifically, yung iba hinahalo na sa cosmetics.
And sometimes coffee as well.
Meron
Yeah.
na siya. Actually, meron dito, di ba?
Dati.
Wala na.
Well, binan nila kagad eh.
Oh.
Binan nila. Because, again, they haven't done the sufficient research here in Hong Kong. They haven't done the specific research, and they decided to ban it because, again, they ban everything here on face value before they do their own research, and then maybe they'll let it back in.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin nun, kasi I remember there were 2 coffee shops di ba dito?
Yeah.
And when I was still into indulging myself in
Coffee.
Jean and I wanted to go. Tapos siguro for one, hindi binigyan ng attention, but I think for one strange reason, we just let it go until we found out sarado na siya.
Yeah. Well, again, like you can there are some countries in Europe that already allow recreational
Meron na.
recreational, and also in Thailand
Meron na rin.
they allow recreational use or actually medicinal use muna. The thing is, I would like the Philippine government and also the Hong Kong government to look into legalizing it, because that's another
on a medicinal standpoint.
On a medicinal standpoint, and also if they want to legalize it recreationally, that's another way for them to stop black market
Oo nga.
drugs, diba? And also they can tax it.
Oo.
That's another form of revenue. In the US, in Denver, Colorado, where they started.
Doon nag-umpisa yun eh.
Doon nag-umpisa. The Colorado government suddenly biglang, out of all the states na deficit, sila lang yung may surplus. Nagbalik pa sila ng pera to their constituents dahil sobra pera nila
And I remember Colorado is one state that dwells on tourism because of their ski resorts, no? Because that's really up in the boondocks. But well, let's see. Sana naman magamit na 'yon, ano. Sabi nga ni pagbati rin natin kay Jing Bongulto. Magandang gabi po sa inyo from North Point. Si Tita Fe na imbag na rabi kada kayo aming kakapsat. Tita Gertrudes, good evening po. Si Tess Frondozo watching from KK. Kota Kinabalu. Nakabakasyon ka na naman dyan. Dito kami. Na naman kami. Si Jenny Yabis kasama natin all the way from Repulse Bay 101. Yan yata yung ganun no? Yung building na parang curved. Yung kana Nina Wang. Si Benny Milana is also with us. Kasama rin si Josefina Del Rosario. Good evening po sa inyo. Pagbati rin natin kay Tita Jana. For good na po ako, Kuya Mike, at may health problem ako. Pinapabakasyon po ako dyan ng unang amo ko, pero nagpapagaling. I remember nga. I totally forget. I forgot, Jano. I hope you're getting well and adjusting well dyan sa Pilipinas. Gina Sipol, kasama po natin. Tita Alpha, sabi niya dito, sa akin, parang mahirap kasi ang luwag ng luwag. Luwag-luwag, baka gawin pang recreational. Actually, nagiging problema siya sometimes because restricted siya eh. Diba? The more you restrict, the more people would like
To try it.
So, sometimes there has to be a balance to it. Bing Guinness, kasama rin po natin ngayon. Si Fredo sabi niya dito, kahit na napakainit, matakaw sila sa kape. Italian di ba?
Yeah.
That's where the perks are.
I think one of my arguments with Tita Alpha's argument is why do they allow us to drink alcohol?
True.
'Di ba? Like
True.
yung beer, yung vodka, yung ano yung health benefits of nun? But you allow us to drink in bars, you tax it. 'Di ba? You also have an age limit to it.
Correct.
But then when it comes to marijuana and like yung cannabis, there are proven health benefits and people still are arguing na baka baka sumobra with recreational use. Ang daming lasinggero diyan.
Mas masama pa nga yun.
Mas
Because
masama pa yun.
Once they get into a car and they drive, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Julie Summer, sabi niya sa Thailand po, legal po yung products na cannabis. Maraming stores along the road. Ay, hindi, yan. Sa Thailand kasi, medyo, pasitabi po. Because there are a lot of copies eh. Nakakatakot din yung mga yan. Kasi baka mamaya, especially if it doesn't have the stamp of the Food and Drug Administration, pwedeng iba yung nakalagay doon. Diba? Similarly to other drugs that, di ngayon sa Pilipinas parehong Paracet, parehong Panadol Diyan sa Pilipinas, may parehong Panadol. Iba lang yung kulay, yung packaging. Yung packaging ng original na Panadol is blue. Ito, almost the same, ginaya nila, pero peke siya.
Yun lang.
Yun ang nakakatakot. Okay, 23, we take you into the home of buti na lang suot ko yung maroon shirt ko kahapon, kundi
Parang may painting sa likuran.
parang may painting. Hindi, TV yan
TV ba yan?
Nanonood yata sila ng Netflix.
Hindi, yung TV nasa likuran niya nasa katabi niya.
Ano yung nasa katabi mo? Bagong painting yan? Bago yan no?
Hindi natuloy, hindi natapos.
Hindi. Painting na hindi natapos. Okay. Without further ado, mula sa Pilipinas, please welcome ang parang pagod na pagod siya ngayong araw na to
Bigla.
See? Kaya nga yung sinasabi, kaya mahirap po kaming dalawang na-vibrate ko kasi siya Oo Yun, alam ko na buti na lang malayo ka, di kita naamoy. Kasi kung naamoy na kita, alam ko na kung ano nangyari sa'yo. 8:25 all the way from Cainta. Please welcome ang inyong Tita Carrie.
Yes, ayan ako. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Diyos marilabanggi sa indo gabos na imbag nga rabi kada kayo amin. Masanto siya labi sa kayo namin. Maya pabengi kay kayo nga good evening at saltang rabik. Masahal ka. Buenas noches, señorita, señoras, señores, muy poco. Es muy tanggal di ko no pwede ka dabok porque grande bats, true minutes, Armalite, pakatakatakatakatak. Nung kanong nung kaputol, buenas noches. Buonasera, mi amigo, mi amiga, mi amici. Ayan. Ako, TGIF na naman po. Thanks God, it's Friday. At syempre sa ating mga Dabar Cards, mga kapamilya, kapuso, kapatid, kapanali, kabatchmate, at sa ating mga kapwa OFWs around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from Cainta, Rizal, Philippines. Ang inyong Tina Carrie. Hi!
Yan.
Oh, grabe.
Sige, kwento mo na sa amin.
Ng ulan.
Oh.
Sobrang lakas ng ulan. Almost 20 minutes, ano?
Bumuhos talaga siya, bumuhos siya.
Bumuhos, walang tigil.
Oh.
Pumasok na naman yung tubig sa may bintana namin. Kaya yung aircon namin, ayun, no? Merong basahan.
Okay.
May tama.
May tama. Anong oras umulan siya?
Ito lang. Hanggang ngayon nga naulan. Akala namin may bagyo kasi parang sa ilang araw na pinatahimik kami.
Nag-ipon.
Diba,
Nag-ipon.
Hindi umulan, hindi lang, ambon-ambon lang. Tapos ito bumuhos ngayon. Tumawag nga ako sa kapatid ko eh. Sa inyo ba siya umuulan ng malakas sa Las Piñas, sa Makati?
Umuulan daw?
Hindi naman daw.
So dyan lang talaga.
Oy, natatakot kami doon sa creek eh. Tinawagan ko si Chip. Chip, anong palagay mo? Iano na natin yung sasakyan. Alam mo yung nagka-phobia ka, tapos ilang tuwalya na yung nagagamit namin, ilang basakan na, tumutulo.
Oh my God.
Si Derek affected eh.
Yan ang hirap dyan. Pag hindi mo nakikita yung ganyan, di ba?
Tama-tama, kumukulog oh.
Kumukulag, narinig mo? Hindi ko narinig eh. Okay.
Para may nag-uusog ng gamit sa taag.
Ay, nako. Anyway, 8:27 sa ating programa. Gaya ng nabanggit natin, today is Lovingly Yours Tita Carrie Day.
Of course, Lovingly Yours Tita Carrie. Nako, maraming tatama ang mga...
Ano ba yung last time natin? Yung last week yung tungkol dun sa amo na... yung
natin ang problema.
Yes. Na misinterpret niya no?
Oo. Ito. Grabe. Medyo sad na nakakagalit.
Sad na nakakagalit. Okay.
Nakakalungkot. Nakakagalit. Ay. Ano yan? Maraming ganitong relasyon, no, ng pag-aasawahan na napakaganda sana ng pagsasama ng mag-asawa, no, dahil sa pakikialam ng magulang, either ng babae o ng lalaki, lalo na pagka hindi ka type. Di ba? Yung mabigat na kagad yung tapos yung anak nila syempre nakikinabang sila doon. Kaya niyan.
Mukhang maraming maraming
Masalimot. Pero maraming ganyan ha. Di ba? Marami tayong OFWs na ang asawa nila OFW rin.
Mhm.
Di ba? Yung iba land-based, yung iba sea-based. Ay, nako.
Pero I can only say, merong survey na ginawa ang isang kumpanya sa Estados Unidos. Yung survey po ang nagsasabi na meron palang pag mas malaki ang kinikita ng isang kababaihan Okay? Pag may kinikita, may pinagkakakitaan ng mas malaki yung mga kababaihan. Nakakalalaki pala siya. Na kung mas malaki yung income noong babae, ayun, kumukulog at kumikidlat to. Ganun pala yon. So, may katotohanan na may maaaring sa relasyon, mas maaaring makakaramdam ng insecurity ang lalaki.
Ay, oo, either lalo na sa lalaki Oo.
Kaya gaano pala yon, yung survey na yon, lumabas ng mga 80%, ganun pala kalaki.
Oo, kumbaga parang nakakawala ng pagkalalaki.
Parang ganun, oo nga.
Lalo na kung ikaw ang padre de pamilya.
Correct.
Mataas sa'yo yung sahod. Maraming ganyan na ngayon na sitwasyon eh.
True.
'Di ba? Karamihan nga ngayon ng mas malaki ang sa survey, 'di ba? Mas malaki ang percentage ngayon ng mga babaeng naging OFWs kaysa sa mga lalaki.
Mas malaki talaga. There's a big
Diba? Kasi
gap.
ngayon nagpatas eh. Even sea-base, ang dami ng babaeng sea-base
Meron na. Nakita ko yung
Oo,
mga...
si woman.
Marami na nga. Okay, we're gonna take a break. Babalikan natin sa pagbabalik po natin ng Lovingly Yours, Tita Carrie.
Metro Plus weather.
It will be
Akala
mainly
ko nga, hindi
cloudy
ako
with
makakaano
isolated
eh.
showers at first, becoming fine later in the day. The minimum temperature will be about 28 degrees in the morning. It will be very hot during the day with a maximum temperature of around 33 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. Relative humidity will stand between 65 to 90%. We can expect light to moderate south to southwesterly winds. Please note that the very hot weather warning is in force. The outlook. It will be mainly fine and persistently very hot in the following few days. The maximum temperatures will be about 34 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. There will also be isolated showers. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your connect.
When a typhoon signal number 8 or above is issued, members of the public should stay indoors and avoid risky activities such as water sports. Going outside to experience the storm, especially in open areas or near the shoreline, is dangerous, not only for the person engaged in these activities, but also for the public officers who will be tasked with rescuing them. Typhoons are dangerous. Stay safe and stay indoors.
Hi guys, I'm Derek Ramsey and you're listening to Lovingly Yours, Tita Carrie.
Ang programa sa araw na ito at 8:33. At eto, balikan natin yung kwento ng isa nating kababayan. Nakakalalaki ka ba? Last week kasi ang nakafocus tayo doon sa 'di ba? May gusto kaya siya sa akin? Love niya ba ako? Yung mga ganun 'di ba? So ngayon, alamin natin kung ano ang napupuso ang kwento sa ating Lovingly Yours, Tita Carrie.
Yes, dako na po tayo sa ating Lovingly Yours. It's me, your Tita Carrie, at syempre pa, tungayan po natin ang sulat ng isa nating kababayan na tawagin na lang nating Elsie. Dearest Tita Carrie, ang aking taus-pusong pasasalamat kung mabibigyan nyo ng panahon ang sulat kong ito at mabasa nyo po bago ako magbakasyon ngayong Disyembre. Uy, malapit na. August na ngayon. Bare month na next month. Minabuti ko po na umuwi sa atin ngayong Kapaskuhan para makapiling ang dalawa kong anak na ilang taon ko na ring hindi nakita at nadamayan. Tawagin nyo na lang akong Elsie, 48 years old. Ay, ng almost 6 years na ngayon, Tita Kelly. At mag-isa kong itinaguyod ang dalawa kong anak. Isang babae at isang lalaki. Halos magkasunod kong iniluwal dahil taon lang ang kanilang pagitan. At sa totoo lang, wala sa hinagap ko, Tita Carrie, na masisira ang pagsasama namin ng kanilang ama na wagas ko pong minahal. Alam mo, Tita Kerry, muntik na akong mapatay ng mister ko dahil lamang sa selos niya, nawala sa lugar. At kitang-kita ito ng dalawa kong anak nang saksakin ako ng kanilang ama. At mabuti na lamang at nalapatan agad ako ng lunas sa ospital. At umabot pa akong buhay. Wala na po akong alam sa mga sumunod na pangyayari noon. Dahil nawalan na ako ng malay at ilang araw din akong nakoma. At iyak ng iyak ang dalawa kong anak, awang-awa po sila sa akin. Swerte ko pa rin, Tita Kerry. At narinig ng landlord ko ang iyak ng mga anak ko at ang paghingi ko ng saklolo noon bago ako pagsasaksakin ng asawa ko. At sila ang nagdala sa akin sa ospital. At sila rin ang tumawag ng pulis noon. Kaya lang, nakatakas po ang asawa ko. Nang balikan ako ng malay tao ay napaiyak ako sa awa sa sarili. At naroon ang mga pagtatanong kung bakit sobrang nalason ang isip ng asawa ko na may iba akong kalaguyo. Ganong walang-wala, Tita Kerry, dahil mahal na mahal ko ang pamilya ko, mahal na mahal ko po ang mister ko. Alam kong ayaw sa akin ng pamilya niya dahil isa lang akong serbidora noon sa isang restaurant amin nang makilala ako ng mister ko. Pero, Tita Kerry, taas noo at masasabi kong malinis ang buo kong pagkatao dahil ang mister ko lang ang naging boyfriend ko noon. At alam niya yon. Kahit sa unang gabi ng aming pagmamahalan at pagsasama, ay alam niya na pinangalagaan ko ang aking buong pagkatao, ang aking dangal bilang babae. Alam kong magiging sagabal sa aming pagsasama ang pagtutol sa akin ng kanyang mga magulang. Simula pa lamang, kaya minabuti ko, Tita Kerry, na mag-adjust. Una po ang mag-a-adjust noon at nag-adjust noon. At unawain sila at patunayan sa kanila na mahal ko ang kanilang anak. Tita Kerry, seaman ang asawa ko. Malaki ang sahod niya sa barko dahil international ang barko na kanyang sinasakyan. At dahil nga sa asawa ko na siya at ako na ang magiging beneficiary niya, sa akin na po mapupunta ang sinasahod niya. Lalo pong nagalit ang mga in-laws ko sa akin. Sa totoo lang, Tita Kerry, halos walang ipon ang asawa ko dahil lahat ibinibigay niya sa kanyang mga magulang at mga kapatid. At naiintindihan ko naman yon. At di ako madamot, Tita Kerry. Ang ginawa ko nga noon kapag sumasahod ako kay Rolly, pangalan po ng, hindi ko kapatid ko yan, ha? Ay bumibili na ako ng mga groceries at dinadala ko sa mga in-laws ko para walang isipin. Wala silang isipin na sinosolo ko lang ang sahod ng kanilang anak. At kapag maluwag naman, nagbibigay ako sa kanila. At kahit nakakarinig ako ng di magandang salita sa kanila, deadma lang ako, Tita Kerry. At hindi ko na pinapaabot pa kay Rolly, sa asawa ko, sinasarili ko na lang. Minsan nga ay pinagtatalunan namin ni Rolly yung pera. Lalo na nang paghanapan niya ako kung bakit ganito lang ang laman ng pera namin sa bangko. At nang sabihin ko sa kanya na umutang ang nanay niya at kapatid sa akin, bigla siyang nanahimik. Dahil pinakita ko sa kanya ang sinulat ko sa libreta de bangko namin. Ngayon ko lang din narinig yung libreta de bangko eh. Parang naano mo yung passbook.
Facebook. Oo.
Ang masakit ng Tita Kerry ay nang mangailangan ako para sa partidos ko, ay naging malaking issue po yun kay Rolly. Sinabi pala ng in-laws ko na na-ospital lang tatay ko at malamang na malaking halaga ang gastusin sa ospital. At nang sitahin ako ni Rolly, ay umiyak ako talaga sa kanya na kailangan naman ng tatay ko ng tulong namin, ng tulong natin. At wala akong naisip na pagkuhanan kundi ang ipon namin o ang ipon natin. At nasabi ko na lang sa nahayaan mo kapag nagkapera ako, ibabalik ko yun sa'yo. At doon kami nagkaroon ng alitan na dalawa na pinalala pa ng mga biyanan ko. Nilason din nila ang isipan ni Rolly na may lalaki ako, Tita Kerry, na iniiputan ko siya sa ulo. At baka daw ang bunso namin ay hindi niya anak dahil wala si Rolly sa barko. Dito na nag-iba ang takbo ng relasyon naming dalawa. Kaya kada baba niya ay pinaghahanapan niya ako at pinagsesolosan. At dumating nga ang puntong ibinintang niya na sa akin na baka hindi niya anak si Jeff, ang bunso namin. Kaya nasampal ko siya, Tita Kerry. At sa galit ko at sama ng loob ko, nakita ko na lang na pinanlisikan siya ng mata. At malamang daw na totoo ang hinala niya. At sabi ng nanay niya na may lalaki ako. Alam mo, Tita Kerry, binugbog niya ako sa harap ng aking dalawang anak. Hanggang sa kumuha siya ng kutsilyo at pagsasaksakin niya ako. Nahuli din si Rolly, Tita Kerry, ng mga pulis at pinatawad ko siya. Pinabuti ko na lang na di magsampa ng kaso sa kanya at sa kabila ng pangyayari, mahal ko pa rin siya. Kaya lang, ang masakit at napakasaklap, Tita Kerry, nagpakamatay si Rolly. Humingi ng tawad sa akin at sa amin ng mga anak niya. Sa totoo lang, Tita, maging sa burol ng asawa ko, ay nang aaway pa ang biyanan kong babae. At doon pa gumawa ng iskandalo. Kundi daw sa akin ay buhay pa sana ang anak nila. At malamang daw, kinulam ko ang anak nila. At bakit ako ang pinili nitong mapangasawa? Imagine, Tita Kerry, napakawalang hiya ng biyanan ko. Burol yun ng asawa ko, ng anak niya. At pasalamat nga sila at di ako nagsampa ng demanda at pinatawad ko ang asawa ko nung muntik niya na akong mapatay. May ganito palang mga magulang, Tita Kerry, na kung titingnan talaga ay napakasakim at ang kanilang pansariling interes lamang ang mahalaga. Napakasakit nun, Tita Kerry. Kaya after ng libing ni Roy, makakabang luksa lang ako noon, minabuti kong mag-abroad na lang dito sa Hong Kong at alisin ang mga anak ko sa amin at bumalik ako sa probinsya namin. At doon ko pinalaki ang mga anak ko, Tita Kerry. Naroon ang hinanakit ko sa mga biyanan ko. Nadoon ang pagkasuklam ko sa kanila. At sabi ko nga, di naman ako masamang manugang, hindi naman ako masamang tao. Mabait naman ako sa kanila at hindi maramot. Kaya lang, bakit sila napakasakim? Bakit nila nilason ang pag-iisip ni Rolly? Di sinsana, buhay pa ang anak nila. Di sinsana, buhay pa ang asawa ko. At di sinsana, wala kaming pag-aaway na mag-asawa. Alam mo, Tita Kerry, nalaman ko sa dalawa kong anak na nagpunta pala ang isang kapatid ng asawa ko sa amin. At nabigla nga ako dahil hindi ko yun inaasahan. At sang-ayon sa kapatid ni Rolly, ay may sakit daw ang biyanan kong babae at nagka-cancer ito. At malalang malala na at tinaningan na ng doktor na baka di naabuti ng bagong taon o early next year ang buhay. At gusto daw nitong makita ang dalawang apo sa akin. At gusto raw sanang humingi nito ng tawad sa amin. Iyak daw ito ng iyak, nahanapin daw kami, at hihingi siya ng tawad sa aming mag-iina. Ay, sa totoo lang, Tita Kerry, hindi ko alam kung matutuwa ako sa naging karma sa biyanan ko at sa kalalagayan niya ngayon. Aaminin kong naroon ang galit sa puso ko at sumumpa ako na di na kami magpapakita sa kanya o sa kanila na partidos ng asawa ko at igagapang ko sa hirap ang mga anak ko. Dahil sa totoo lang, pati ang mga naiwan ni Rolly noon, pinag-awayan pa namin ng binan ko. Kaya para matahimik na lang, ako ay minabuti ko na hayaan ko na lang sa kanila mapunta ang lahat ng naiwan ni Rolly na dapat ay sa amin ng mga anak niya. At paano kung mapapatawad ang matandang ito na ganid at sakim at makasarili? Ewan ko, Tita Kerry. Hindi ko alam ang isasagot ko sa mga anak ko. Dahil maging sila ay walang maramdaman na awa sa matanda o sa lola nila. Dahil alam nila ang sinapit ko sa mga ito. Nagtatalo ang isip ko, Tita Kerry, dahil babalik daw ang kapatid ni Rolly para kausapin ako at siya mismo ang hihingi ng tawad dahil di nila sinaway ang nanay nila noon ng pagtrato sa akin. Kung ikaw ang nasa kalagayan ko, Tita Kerry, ano ang magiging desisyon mo? Igagalang ko anuman at sana maliwanagan ako sa iyong ipapayo. At dalangin ko na mabasa mo ito sa lalong madaling panahon at maabutan ko sana bago ako makauwi sa atin. Yours truly, Elsie of Kowloon City. Ay!
Ang hirap ng problema niya yan, tita.
Napakatindi ng kanyang problema.
I think on her if I put myself in her shoes.
Mapapatawad mo ba?
I think na lang. I don't think personally I can forgive, but I would let her see her grandchildren.
Wow.
Ha?
Paano naging grandchildren yun? Umalis lang ako, anak lang yun. Ba't naging grandchildren?
Di ba nga nagka-anak?
Oo, okay.
Yung apo.
Okay, sorry kasi mga 5 minutes lang ako nawala. May apo na.
yung biyanan nagka-cancer.
Oh, okay. Sorry Ang hirap pala na mawala. Okay, sige, continue.
Yung biyanan nagka-cancer.
Papakita mo yung mga bata.
Yes.
Yung dalawang anak.
And she's...
Pero ikaw, kung ikaw si Elsie, hindi.
I don't think so. Dahil sa ginawa niya eh. Dahil sa ginawa ng biyanan eh.
Okay. Ikaw,
Yeah.
Chip. Kuya Mike.
Ikaw muna kasi papakinggan ko rin. Pasensya ka na, lumabas ako eh.
Hindi. Kasi sa ginawa ng biyanan, sa kanya, ngayon nagka-cancer. Namatay yung yung asawa niya, nagpakamatay dahil nga sinaksak siya eh. Muntik na siyang mamatay, na hospital siya eh. Tapos nung hinuli ng mga pulis yung asawa niya, hindi siya nagdemanda na. Pinatawad niya ang asawa niya. Patunay lang na mahal niya si Rolly. Alam mo to, mahirap itong kalalagayan niya. Ha? Biruin mo yun ha. Ikaw nang...
Nandito pa siya?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sa Hong Kong.
Nandito pa siya.
CLC, sa Kowloon City.
Pauwi at the end of the year.
Yeah, ngayon, nagka-cancer yung asawa. Nagpunta doon yung kapatid ni Rolly sa bahay nila. Hinanap sila eh. Hinahanap sila nung matanda. At hihingi daw ng tawad sa kanila dahil tinaningan na yung buhay nung matanda.
Wow.
Either this year o early next year, hanggang doon na lang ang buhay. So, siguro nagsisisi yung no? Sisisi yung nanay ni Rolly. Hi.
Sabi ni dito, ni Tita Alpha, don't live in the past. Dapat ring magpatawad. Mas magaan ang pamumuhay pag walang galit sa puso. Isipin mo na lang na di na magtatagal sa mundo ang biyanan mo. Parang ang sakit tipakinggan.
Makaganti ka na.
Sabi ni Lily, if you
Joke lang
forgive,
po, ha? Joke
if
lang.
you forgive, you are doing yourself do it for yourself, not for others. Charlene, if ako ang nasa sitwasyon mo, puntahan niya ang kanyang biyanan for the sake of respect at maituro niya sa mga anak niya na ang forgiveness. At para sa sarili niya, maibsan yung siya sa nampasanin.
True. Ako naman po, personally, hindi ko maaalis sa iyo yung magalit. Mamuhi, masuklam sa iyong biyanan dahil sa mga ginawa nito sa inyong mag-iina. Sabi ko nga, kung di lang naging sakim o makasarili, sana'y maganda ang pagsasama niyo ni Rolly. At naiwasan sana ang hindi mga magagandang pangyayari, ang mga pangit na nangyari. No? Sana maganda yan. Kung nagkaganon nga sana. Kaya lang ibang istorya eh. Nakapangyari ang lahat. Naging matatag ka bilang ina sa iyong dalawang anak, na itaguyod mo sila ng maayos. Ikaw na ginawa ng masama ay umani ng maganda, at siya na nanakit at gumawa sa iyo ng masama ay nasa bingit ngayon ng kamatayan. Alam mo, ang Diyos always works in His mysterious and miraculous way. Kaya lang, sabi nga, kung ang Diyos ay nakapagpatawad, tayo pa kaya? Kaya sa tanong mo sa akin, kung ako ang lalagay sa iyong katatayuan, ano ang magiging desisyon ko? Ang sa akin, ipapakita ko pa rin sa biyanan ko na ako ay isang taong mapagpatawad dahil hindi ako ang magdadala at nagdadala ng bigat sa lahat ng mga pangyayari, kundi sila na sumakit, humamak sa inyong mag-iina, lalo na sa iyo. Hindi ako magpapadala sa galit at puot na nararamdaman ko dahil ito ay gawa ng dyablo. Ayaw kong kamuhian ako ng Ama sa langit. Dahil ang Ama ang nagsabing, akin ang paghihiganti at marapat lang tayong magpatawad bilang anak. Ibibigay ko ang pagpapatawad sa iyong biyanan dahil mahirap na kamuhian ang lahat ng ginawa niya. Ipagpapasa Diyos ko na lang ito. Kung ako ang nasa kalalagayan. Hi.
Kasi si Jasmine, isa sa mga kababayan natin at na talagang avid nating tagapakinig to, no. Ate Elsie, patawarin mo na lang yung biyanan mo kasi mas masarap sa pakiramdam ang magpatawad. Mas magaan ang kalooban mo. Naranasan ko din, ito pakinggan nyo ng maigi ito. Naranasan ko din ang pinagdaanan mo, ate. Pero nakaya kong patawarin yung ex ko kahit muntik na akong mamatay.
Wow!
Oh.
Almost the same.
Almost the same. Kasi si Jasmine, one Sunday, pumunta po siya dito. At nagkausap po kami. Grabe po yung kwento niya. Ako mismo nalula ako dun sa kwento niya. Napaka-descriptive niya nga doon sa nangyari sa kanya. Sabi ng ating resident na nanay, si Tita Wilma, sabi ni Tita Wilma, it would be best and better na patawarin mo na lang. Sabi niya gano'n. Na lang, mas masarap ang pakiramdam na magpatawad. Si Elba naman, forgive and forget para sa apo at kaligtasan ng iyong puso. Magaan po ang pakiramdam ng mga nagpapatawad.
True. Alam mo, kapag kadala-dala mo yung, yung sinasabi mo yung bigat, na gusto mo mawala sa dibdib mo, mawawala yan kapag nagpatawad ka
Di ba sabi nga nila na mas maganda daw yung pakiramdam kung let's say yung ini-expect sa'yo ay maging yung palaban ka, pero actually lumabas na lumambot pa yung puso mo. Mas mararamdaman nila yung feeling mo na, ganun pala siya.
At nasa ano, di ba, nakasulat ito. Ang sino mang nagpapakababa ay itinataas. At ang sino mang nagpapakataas ay ibinababa.
Correct.
Sa ULC, di ba? Ugali mo yung magpakababa Ugali mo yung in spite of ginawa sa ni Rolly, pinatawad mo.
Agree.
Imaginein mo yun, pinatawad mo pa siya. Muntik ka na niyang mapatay. Nasa bingit ka ng kamatayan.
Sabi, no?
It happens for a reason.
Agree.
No? Tingnan nyo, ngayon, nadyan yung binan mo, ilang buwan na lang ang kanyang buhay. Alam mo, inuusig yan ang konsensya niya Kahit sabihin na natin, kahit anong sama ng isang tao, lalo na yung pagmalapit na siyang kunin, nandun na siya sa bingit ng kamatayan, nandun yung realization in life Ano ba nagawa kong dito kay Elsie? Sa asawa, diba nandun lahat
Agree.
Kaya nandun yung pagsisisi ng binan mong babae. Kaya marapat lang na wag ikaw
namatay siya. Nagka-error. Anyway, nabigay niya na yung kanyang payo Kasama po natin, of course, si Tita Carrie. Huwag niyo kalilimutan kung meron po kayong nais na iparating at bigyan lunas na inyong mga problema. Mangyari lang po, ipadala niyo po sa ating programa dito po sa ptshk1044@gmail.com ptshk1044@gmail.com or pwede rin niyo pong ipadala sa amin sa pamamagitan po ng WhatsApp 6641-8811 6641-8811. Yan po ang ating Loving Leaders. Babalik po si Tita Carrie next
week.
Next week na. And of course, yung segment niya po every Thursday, yung Anong Sa Inyo and yung Loving Leaders, Tita Carrie. Special program coming up next. Makalipas po ang ating balita at the top of the hour at 9. It's been quite a hard task to bring her into the studio.
I when I was recording the news nga, I saw you go live so I watched your short video.
Yeah, and did you hear how she sang?
Kakanta ba siya ngayon?
I want tingnan natin. I think she's up for it.
Kahit off-air.
Hindi, yung sinasabi natin, alapera Alapela. Hindi acapella.
May cookies naman tayo.
May cookies tayo. Bibigyan natin siya ng cookies, mamaya. Almond cookies. Anyway, mamaya makakasama po natin live and exclusive sa ating programa. The first time I saw her was during the 106th Independence Celebration at the Conrad. And boy, I was taken aback. So, we'll share that experience to you sa gabing ito. So, don't go away.
Metro Plus, a service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news with Roy Encarnacion.
The Harris campaign announced on Friday that it raised $310 million in July, fueled by small dollar donations that flowed into the war chest after President Joe Biden bowed out of the race and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris. The July figure more than doubled the $138.7 million raised by Republican rival Donald Trump in the same month, brings the total money raised by Harris and Biden before her to more than $1 billion, the fastest a presidential campaign has crossed that threshold in history, the campaign said. July was set to be a disappointing month for Democrats as big dollar donors withheld money in an effort to force Biden out of the race. But Harris's emergence as the party's presidential candidate energized voters and donors. The campaign said that more than $200 million of the $310 million came in the first week following Biden's endorsement of Harris. Germany joined the U.S.-led United Nations Command in South Korea on Friday, becoming the 18th nation in a group that helps police the heavily fortified border with North Korea and has committed to defend the South in the event of a war. The move is evidence of Berlin's strong belief that European security is closely linked to security in the Indo-Pacific region. Defense Minister Boris Pistorius told a ceremony at the main U.S. military headquarters in Pyeongtaek, south of Seoul. He said, "I'm convinced that especially in times like these, when the world is shaped by crises and war, we need to show unity. We need to stand firm against those who want to undermine peace and stability, against those who attack our common order." It is the latest move by the United States and its partners to expand alliances and partnerships, including those that span the globe, and try to turn the 74-year-old command into a source of broader regional security. Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh will be buried in Qatar on Friday following his assassination in the Iranian capital Tehran, one in a series of killings of senior figures in the Palestinian militant group. As the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza rages, Haniyeh will be interred in a cemetery after funeral prayers in the city of Lusail, north of Qatar's capital Doha. Hamas Politburo member Izzat al-Rishq called on people to pray for his soul in all mosques around the world. Let today, Friday, be a day of overwhelming anger denouncing the assassination crime and rejecting the genocide in the Gaza Strip, he said in a statement. Haniyeh was killed by a missile that hit him directly in a state guest house in Tehran where he was staying, senior Hamas official Khalil al-Haya told a news conference in the Iranian capital, quoting witnesses who were with him. Iran and Hamas have both accused Israel of carrying out the killing and have pledged to retaliate against their foe. Israel has not claimed responsibility for the death, nor denied it. New rules issued this week by Indonesia will make the police the only authority allowed to give the go-ahead for abortions for rape victims, drawing criticism from rights activists who said the changes were regressive. Abortion is illegal in Indonesia, home to the world's largest Muslim population, except in the event of a medical emergency or rape. The new regulations stipulate that to be recognized as a rape victim, women must obtain a document that only the police can issue. Previously, women could obtain this document from medical professionals or psychologists. A spokesperson for the National Police did not immediately respond to our request to elaborate on the rules, which are part of a broader health law and take immediate effect, or on police procedures to deal with rape victims. Floods brought by torrential rains in Pakistan caused damage that killed at least 30 people this week, authorities said on Friday, as the second largest city of Lahore was drenched in the most rainfall it has received in more than 4 decades. The arrival of the monsoon season has sparked floods and landslides across South Asia in the past week, with at least 195 killed and almost 200 missing in one disaster in neighboring India. Rain pummeled Pakistan's north, causing floods, building collapses, and heightening the risk of electrocution. The 44-year-old rainfall record was broken in Lahore once again, said utilities officials in the northeastern province of Punjab, where authorities tallied 6 deaths and warned that flash floods were expected in the south this week.
Metro Plus weather.
It will be mainly cloudy with isolated showers at first, becoming fine later in the day. The minimum temperature will be about 28 degrees in the morning. It will be very hot during the day with a maximum temperature of around 33 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. Relative humidity will stand between 65 to 90%. We can expect light to moderate south to southwesterly winds. Please note that the very hot weather warning is in force. The outlook. It will be mainly fine and persistently very hot in the following few days. The maximum temperatures will be about 34 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. There will also be isolated showers. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your Connect.
The Environmental Protection Department has strengthened emissions control for petrol and LPG vehicles. Roadside remote sensing devices are used to detect invisible pollutants. Vehicles found exceeding the emissions limit must be repaired and are required to pass an emissions test within 12 working days. Otherwise, their licenses will be cancelled. Drive clean for clean air. For details, please visit the Environmental Protection Department's website.
Tunog Pinoy. Tunog Pinoy.
Wala na bang pag-ibig sa puso mo at di mo na kailangan?
Tunog Pinoy.
Dahil ikaw ang sigaw ng puso ko, ikaw ang nasa isip ko, ang nais ko ay malaman.
Tunog Pinoy, alas 8:30, Huwebes at Biyernes at Sabado mula alas 9 hanggang alas 11 ng gabi dito sa Plus AM 1044.
Ibig ko sa'yo ibibigay.
Balik po tayo sa ating program at 7 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. As I said earlier, it's been a while since we wanted this next guest that we've got on the show to be part of our program. But she's been sort of in and out of Hong Kong for quite a bit. So at the last time or yung huli ko pong conversation sa kanya, sabi ko, sige, ganito na lang gawin natin. When you're ready, you just send me a message and then we'll get together. Well, finally, right, we've got her in the studio.
Yay.
And first, like as I said, na-mention ko po sa inyo na nakasama ko po siya doon sa Independence Celebration of the Philippine Consulate here at the Conrad. And boy, everybody was talking about it. In fact, Nobel Gabasan was when Nobel and I saw each other during the practice. You weren't there yet, so she said, "Have you met this girl?" I said, "Oh well." So I said, "No, I haven't met. Boy, you should hear her sing." Yan yung sabi ni Nobel, hindi nagsisinungaling. Nobel, kung nakikinig ka ngayon, I remember it was really clear how Nobel told me about you. Okay, so without further ado, and mamaya ko na babanggitin yung mga accolades niya. Let's just let her loosen up a bit.
It's my first time.
And like as I said, I kind of stalked her already on YouTube to find out whether there's actually samples of her singing. So, marami ho siya from being the small girl when she started all the way to where she is now. Please
Send it over para ma-post natin.
Para ma-post natin.
Oh my goodness, no.
We'll share it now.
We'll share it.
We'll share it sa page natin. Please welcome
right.
Joanna Barriga. Joanna,
Thank you
good
for
evening.
having me.
We haven't finished yet.
Oh, sorry.
We just started. No, just kidding.
Like, thank you for having
So
me.
how are you and how has it been? Because you've been traveling a lot recently.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just got back from the Philippines. From
That one is vacation.
Vacation, yes, to visit my mom's and my dad's family. And before that, I was in London performing for the grand opening of the Peninsula. So That was
Wow.
great.
How long were you in London?
I was there for 5 days.
Okay.
5 days, yeah.
You were alone or with the family?
I wasn't with the family. I was with Harmony Productions.
Okay.
And
Harmony
there was
Productions. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're just around here.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
based
yeah.
here. They're an agency in Hong Kong for all of us musicians, and they sent in six singers and 6 musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we all performed for, the Peninsula and the guests over there.
So you're born and raised, educated in Hong Kong.
Yep.
Parents are also are pure Filipinos, right?
Yes, both of them are pure Filipinos.
Okay. Yeah. So we were just talking, pinag-uusapan lang namin kanina. Mother is from Bukidnon and then father is from Davao.
Yeah.
And I want to ask na your age kasi baka lumabas na actually I'm your grandfather.
No.
Just kidding.
Mine too.
No.
Yeah, also DJ McCurves too. Anyway, how did you get into singing? Is that part of sort of family lineage?
Yeah, I would say it's very much genetic.
Mm-hmm.
My family is a very musical family. My dad is a musician based in Hong Kong as well, and my mom grew up singing in the church, so naturally our home was very music filled. Every day I wake up to my dad playing the piano, practicing the guitar, and I was just brought up in that environment, and so naturally learned how to sing, and I enjoyed it, and so I made a career out of it.
Because there's a lot, I mean, no pun intended, but there's also some families who have roots, right, who are musicians, but never really took the sort of the opportunity to be a musician as well.
Yeah.
But do you only sing or you play any instrument?
I play the piano.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's about it. Just
So
the piano.
based on that, because I've seen some of your clips on YouTube from when you were still young all the way till now. So you really took the initiative to sort of outperform yourself as you grew older.
Yeah, I guess I did, with the help of my mom's training, and I just sort of took every opportunity I got. When I was in primary school, I joined show choir, and then when I was in high school, I joined every musical and the competitions as well, and challenged myself until I got up to this point. And even in the past 3 years, like just grabbing every opportunity available to me, so that I can improve myself, develop my skills, all that stuff. Yeah.
Because I saw it in one of your clips. You actually you were part of Oliver.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Was it a more of a professional stage play, or was it the school stage play?
That was a school show.
Okay.
But since then, I've participated in shows outside of school. So once on this island, I did with Hong Kong singers.
Oh, okay.
And then I also did snapshots with Hong Kong singers as well. Yeah, they're a musical theater organization in Hong Kong, and they produce English theater shows every year. So yeah,
They
you guys
still
should
do,
check
right?
it out.
They-
Yeah,
they
they still
still
do.
do.
They
Yeah, yeah.
recently just did Rent, but I wasn't available
Okay.
to go to the rehearsals, so I did.
That would have been
join.
fantastic. Because Rent is not an easy.
It is not.
It is not.
Yeah.
It is not easy at all. So based on the sort of profile that you've sent,
Oh. Are we gonna read it?
some of it we've already actually talked about, right? So, and you got into a short film,
Yeah, I did.
which won both best screenplay and what's the other one? It's Adrift, right?
It's called Adrift.
And how did you get into that?
It was a connections thing. I used to work at Disney, and one of my friends there is.
Oh, so you're also you were part of Disney.
I was a part of Disney when I was. It was my first job out of high school. I was 18, and I wasn't a singer. I was a character performer in the parades, and it was just one of those like, oh, whatever, I'll just do this for the experience. And I was there for 1 year, and one of my friends, who is also a character performer, she sent me this opportunity, and she was like, oh, I think you'd be perfect for this role. Like, why don't you audition for it? I'll send you the details. And yeah, I auditioned, and I got the part.
That was done here locally.
That was done here locally. It was late last year. Yeah.
Okay. How was that experience, being in front of the camera?
It was
Compared to what stage brings you?
very different to what I I'm used to, because on stage your facial expressions are very big. The way that you act has to be almost exaggerated.
And
so
there's
the
no
people,
cut.
Yeah, exactly. There's no cut, and so everything is just straight through.
Okay.
There's no interruption. Film for me was a lot harder. Like, it was a lot harder to snap into that character. Yeah, because there's so many cuts, and you have to sort of remember, like, okay, why am I feeling this way? What are my motivations? Like, every single cut you have to refresh yourself, and that was hard for me. Yeah.
But it was a great experience. So
It was.
move on, fast forward. You graduated with distinction.
Yes.
Okay. From Pearson BTEC Musical Theater Program at the Hong Kong Academy for Performing Arts. How did you get into that?
Well, I was looking for musical theater programs because I decided, okay, this is what I want to do. And it's the only program available in Hong Kong, so I decided to go for it. Originally, I was supposed to go to the States. I was supposed to go to Berklee College of Music, but unfortunately, because of COVID and
That's the go-to place.
yeah, and other financial reasons, I wasn't able to go. The tuition fee is very, very, very expensive, and yeah, so I guess settled for this, and it was still a good experience, and I was able to learn a lot from my tutors over there, and yeah, helped me a lot.
So now you consider yourself as a professional singer now?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I mean, I'm working professionally as a singer, so I guess yeah.
So, but in between, before getting into, singing, cocktail time, now you're actually performing at where?
The W Hotel.
Right at the Elements.
Yeah, right on top of Elements. Yes.
And you're performing there
every Monday to Thursday, 7 to 8:45 p.m. every night, 2 sets.
Oh, so perfect that we invited you on a Friday.
Yeah, very, 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 very perfect, actually.
Wow, what a timing. Okay, so in between that, after graduating, did you do anything in between before actually being professional and doing cocktail singing?
Well, I graduated last year, June. Yeah, June. I graduated June last year, and then I got into the short film, like I told you, and then yeah, I've been sort of just, and then I started teaching as well, and I took up gigs in between that. I wasn't any place regular or anything like that, so I did RTHK in between that time period, and what else did I do? Yeah, RTHK, Philippine Consulate, just those random sort of whatever I could find, basically. But in between that period, I was mainly just teaching. Yeah.
Okay. So what's next for you?
What's next for me? For now.
Or is that too much of a personal question? And what? 10? Not really 10 years. Maybe what? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
No, just kidding. So what do you feel like doing, probably, because right now are you signed in as a resident at W?
Right now I'm only there for a short contract.
Okay.
I'm signed in for 3 months right now, and then it just depending on whether I want to continue, then I'll sign another contract. But to be honest, I'm not sure beyond that point. But yeah, my dream is musical theater though, and so I plan to
Broadway.
Find a way to get to London. Somehow West End, yeah. I mean, when I was...
Do you prefer to go to West End more than Broadway?
I would say that West End is more accessible for me right now, but I would love to be on Broadway as well. Broadway is like the place to be, but West End is great as well, so yeah.
So you'd love to be more on theater and
I
stage
would, yeah.
than actually being on film or...
100%.
What if somebody offers you right now to be a recording artist?
I would 100% take it. I mean, at this age, you have to take whatever opportunity comes to you if you want to succeed in your career. So I would 100% take it and see where that takes me. I'm not closed off to anything right now, but my dream 100% is to be someone in the West End or on Broadway. Musical theater is my dream. I enjoy my gigs a lot more when I get to sing like Disney songs, Broadway songs. But unfortunately, the scene in Hong Kong is more R&B, pop, that kind of vibe. So, yeah, that's what I'm hoping to get to. Yeah.
Okay, so slowly but surely. Okay.
With every opportunity I get, slowly gonna get there.
Among all the artists that you grew up with, who would you think your favorite would be? Let's consider first internationally.
Internationally, it would be Ariana Grande. Because she's small and she's short.
It's like a carbon copy.
Really?
That's why when I looked at you on one of your videos, I said, "Oh my God!"
Really?
Yeah.
I get that a lot. I do get that a lot because of how I do my hair and everything.
Exactly.
But yeah.
The Latina effect.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think it's just because, well, first of all, she looks like me, and so whenever I see her on TV, I'm like, oh my gosh, that could be me one day. And she's very versatile in what she does. She's on film. Right now she's doing Wicked for a film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's Glinda, and it's coming out later this year. It's a really big thing, and there's a lot of hype around it. And so, yeah, she was on stage. She has a recording. Like she produces her own music as well, and it's pop, R&B, but she also does Broadway, and it's just a mix of. She's just an amazing performer, and that's what I want to be. So yeah.
In terms of local in the Philippines, who do you think you kind of are within par on par?
Local in the Philippines.
Do you have any? Okay.
Let me just think for a second.
This is your life.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, Leah Salonga. Okay. There you go.
So that's because of her experience in pretty much stage, right?
Yeah.
From Kim and Miss Saigon.
100%.
And then moving on, and then the Disney sort of track.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
From Mulan to Belle.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she was
Jasmine.
Jasmine and Aladdin. Okay. Yeah.
So that's how you put yourself. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Fingers crossed.
There's so much. People now are asking you if you can give us a sample.
Oh no.
I don't know. A sample of what you believe would be an Ariana Grande effect. But honestly, do you actually understand Filipino?
I do. I understand
quite a bit.
Quite a bit, I would say. I think I would understand about 50% of Tagalog and then like 90% of Bisaya. Yeah, because that's what I grew up around in Hong Kong.
And of course at home.
Yeah.
The conversations that are at home.
Yeah. I wish I could speak Tagalog though, but unfortunately, growing up I was never sort of in the position to have to speak Tagalog because I went to international school and there was never really an opportunity for me to learn, but I would love to eventually.
Is there a song that you sort of have it close to yourself in terms of a Tagalog song?
A Tagalog song that I find to be close to myself.
Akin ka na lang? Mom said, akin ka na lang daw.
Oh my God. That was the first song I ever learned in Tagalog.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I joined some sort of, I don't remember. I was really young and I joined like a competition. I think I was like 15 or 16.
Here or in the Philippines?
It was online. It was
okay.
online. I had to send in a video and I sang Akin Ka Na Lang in like full Filipina attire. And
wow.
Yeah, so yeah, that was my first song I ever learned.
Do you still remember it?
No. Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened to that stint? Did you get anything out of it?
What was it for? We didn't hear anything back. I think it was
Was that during the pandemic?
Sure. It was like the very beginning stages of the pandemic when everything was sort of starting to go online. Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's tough.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, not everything.
Well, at least it was online.
Yeah.
At least you were still in the confines of your home.
Yeah, but I was still really young and I wasn't as good, so it's okay. Learning experience.
I've also seen, I don't know who actually posted it, probably Mom did. You were also busking.
Oh yeah, that was back in high school. It was for a community project that me and my friends came up with, and we were raising awareness for refugees in Hong Kong.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, we went out busking to sort of attract attention.
You were in Star Ferry.
Yeah.
You were at the fountain next to the bell tower.
Yes. We were there.
See,
and
I haven't
sent him any of this.
You for just maybe what? Half a day?
Yeah, I know. I honestly, half of these things I don't
How
remember.
was that
but
experience of busking?
It was, we weren't actually getting any money from it because it was a fundraising thing, but yeah, it was nice, and we brought a lot of different communities together. A lot of people were watching, and it was a little bit nerve-wracking because I was younger, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
I remember there was this shot of a video. You were actually singing, and there was this young Chinese guy looking at you.
Yeah.
At the back. It's like,
yeah.
What's this lady doing?
Yeah, I know. I mean, when you're on stage.
What year was that?
There's like, oh, what year?
That was after the pandemic.
It was before, actually. It was a lot before.
So you were a lot younger.
I was like Form 3.
Wow.
Which is, I think, my brother's age. He's Form 3 right now. So 14, 15. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. At this age, you've actually sort of gone, let's put it one full circle already. Do you think so?
In terms of my career?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more I need to do. I mean, I think I've experienced quite a bit for my age, but I think there's a lot more that needs to be experienced. Okay. Yeah.
And you feel that, how do you get that? How do you get through that? Because, I mean, singing in front of people is one thing, and getting your repertoire, solid. Because if I see you, if I see you actually performing right now, I wouldn't even think that you're 21.
Really? What do I look like?
Ariana Grande. You wanted to hear that, right?
Yeah, no. I'll take it as a compliment. Best compliment ever. Yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, look, there were certain performances that you did on stage as well, with just the keyboardist and another vocalist. You probably were 18 when you were performing that. I don't know where that is, but the question is, there's a lot of people listening to us right now, and probably some of them have children who also have that ability to sing. How would you tell them? What would you tell them if they have that sort of prowess in singing, and hopefully they want to sort of pursue that? What would be your statement to them?
My statement to them is, this is for parents or for the actual kids themselves?
Oh, the actual kids for themselves. Of course, the parents would be the one listening right now, and sort of, how much support do you get from mom?
100% support from both my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to bring mom into the picture, but she refused to.
She refuses
I don't know.
to go on.
What we'll probably do is we'll just twist one of our cameras and point it at her. Yeah, we got one here.
Yeah.
No. She's already.
She's turning around.
She turned dunes.
Yeah.
Oh no, she doesn't want. Anyway, we'll just keep asking those questions off cam. So, how does it feel, to have two supportive parents?
It feels amazing. I mean, I know right now in Asian culture, it's mostly advised to go for like an entertainment career or like be a singer, because the general narrative is, it's unstable, you're not gonna get much out of it, like you don't know if you can achieve success, and
could it be a clean profession?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and a lot of Filipinos are very traditional minded when it comes to that stuff, and they value security more than taking risks and actually going for what you dream of in your heart. And I'm not saying all Filipinos, I'm just saying that's the general consensus, I think. And I mean, to the parents, I mean, if your child has a dream, they want to be an actress, they want to be a singer, and you see the potential in that kid, and you see that they genuinely have a longing for that, I would say encourage them and be 100% supportive of them, because you never know where it may lead. I mean, if they're younger and they're not that good yet, but they genuinely have that interest, take them to singing classes, or feed that dream so that they can be what they want to be. And nothing makes a child happier than having supportive parents. And for the
Mom, don't cry, Mom.
Don't cry.
I've got a bunch of tissue here.
And for the kids themselves, it's going to be super cliche, but just believe in yourself and believe that you can get to the point where you want to get to, because it will be, I mean, realistically, it's not going to be like straight. You're like straight. Yeah, you're straight to the top. There are going to be moments where you're like, why am I even doing this? Like, my friends are graduating university, and everyone's sort of having this stable career, and I'm still here. But if it's a dream that you genuinely have, you have to follow your heart, because you're going to question down the line. If you don't go for it down the line, you're going to be working a 9-to-5 job, and you're going to be like, oh, what if I actually pursued that dream that I wanted to pursue?
And you might have regrets.
Exactly. I mean, you can always, let's put it like this. If you end up regretting it, you can go to college anytime. You can study anytime you want. You can get that full degree. And I still plan on getting a degree sometime in the future. But yeah, don't throw away your dreams because you're scared, because you want that security. You can always come back. You can always go back and be like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go for a 9-to-5. And yeah, I mean, life is short. Just go for what you feel is your dream. Yeah.
Eloquently said. We're going to take a break. We will be back, and hopefully we'll be able to convince her to sing a few, if not just one. Okay, we're going to be back. Don't go away.
Metro Plus weather.
It will be mainly cloudy with isolated showers at first, becoming fine later in the day. The minimum temperature will be about 28 degrees in the morning. It will be very hot during the day with a maximum temperature of around 33 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. Relative humidity will stand between 65 to 90%. We can expect light to moderate south to southwesterly winds. Please note that the very hot weather warning is in force. The outlook. It will be mainly fine and persistently very hot in the following few days. The maximum temperatures will be about 34 degrees in the urban areas and a couple degrees higher in the new territories. There will also be isolated showers. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your Connect.
Here are 5 ways to prevent heat stroke this summer. 1. Check weather conditions. 2. Wear light-colored and loose clothing. Use umbrellas and wide-brimmed hats outdoors. 3. Drink more water. 4. Stay in the shade and avoid prolonged exposure to the sun. And 5. Seek medical help if feeling unwell. For details, please visit chp.gov.hk.
Nowadays, with the fast pace of life, you need a partner that is reliable, dependable, and most especially will be with you every step of the way. Public Finance with 22 branches to serve you, guiding you through with up to $60,000 loan amount with fast and easy processing, plus incentives on their Customer Get Customer as well as their Easy Loan Transfer program. All that with Public Finance that has served the Filipino community faithfully for over 30 years. For more details, call 2522-4067. Public Finance, we care. Terms and conditions apply. To borrow or not to borrow. Borrow only if you can repay.
Bakit hindi mo maramdaman? Ikaw sa akin ay mahalaga. Ako sa'yo'y kaibigan lamang. Paano nga ba't di ko matanggap? At ako pa ba'y ibigin pa? Ang dinadasal, makikiusap na lang. Akin ka na lang, akin ka na lang. Ang dinadasal sa araw-araw, akin ka na lang, akin ka na lang. At maghihintay hanggang akin ka na.
9:34 on a special hour and a special day on the first Friday of the month of August. And what great timing, hearing that Joanna was supposed to be is working at the W on Mondays and to Thursdays,
Mm.
and now it's a Friday. What a perfect timing!
Yeah.
Anyway, she just was on a 3-week vacation back in the Philippines, so we were just trying to sort of get her to think what song she wants to sing. So there's already people clapping. There's already sending
Thank you guys.
hearts. So have you decided? Well, she's trying to think of actually singing a Liga Salonga song. So
Yeah.
have you thought about it?
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought like towards the end. I was like,
Okay, so we can still, if you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, you can
Yeah, go
actually
ahead.
sort of send us through the thread
Mm.
questions that you may want to ask Joanna. Let me ask you right now, because you're so sort of you have a goal, and you want to set that goal as something hopefully in the next year or so, right? So how do you actually prepare for? Because singing is quite a task, right? So do you actually do vocalization every day, or do you physically go through a certain routine that you follow every day too?
I do warm-ups every day just to condition my voice and make sure it's top condition, mid condition. You have to do that so that your voice, So I sing 3 songs at least every day. I sing
At home.
At home. Like I do the little karaoke
Okay.
at home, and then I also have to practice the songs I have to sing every night, and so that's another task. And on top
What
of
type
that,
of genre do you sing every night?
every
In the 2
night,
hours? Is that a mix?
I sing a lot of R&B pop kind of vibe, so like Adele and like that kind of Adele, Ariana Grande, like the pop songs, and sometimes they allow me to sing Disney songs, but not all the time. Generally, they want to please the younger generation. They want us to sing songs that are targeted towards them. So, yeah.
And so going through that every day, don't you sort of get that much pressure? Or you just take it as in stride, it's just part of your daily routine?
It's different. I think performing at a hotel versus performing on stage, it's different, because when you're performing at a hotel, you're more sort of background music, I would say, like while they're eating and talking and like they're conversing with each other. You're sort of just there, and if they want to watch you, then they can watch you, but if they don't, then they don't have to. Whereas if you're on stage, like everyone's eyes are laser focused on you, and you're the main attraction. So I don't really feel that pressure when I do the
cocktail thing.
the cocktail thing. It's sort of just like
chill out.
Honestly, it's like rehearsal time for me, I would say, singing at the W. The real thing for me is when I have to be on stage and I have to, that's when I really have to bring my A game. I'm not saying I don't bring my A game when I'm at the W, but that's when I'm really like, okay, I have to do good at this. Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it, but do you have any prospects recently?
Prospects for?
On moving up the ladder?
Prospects for moving up the ladder in terms of...
Broadway,
I wouldn't say prospects. Hopefully that'll come sooner rather than later, but I do have a gig coming up at the Carlisle, which is at the Rosewood. It's this very exclusive membership club. Yeah, and it's really hard to get in. I got there through another connection at Disney, and we're coming up with a show together right now, and that's gonna be more musical theater, jazz sort of vibes. So I'm excited for that.
K11 Museum.
Yes. Oh, is it the K11?
Yeah,
yes,
that's where
the
Rosewood
K11
is.
Museum. Yeah, and
so is that a one-off thing?
It's a one-off thing. It's a residency there for 3 days. 4 days, I think. 3-4 days, yeah. And yeah, I'll be with, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the name Phil Busani.
Yeah.
You know Phil?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm singing with Phil.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, it's because the thing is, it's hard to put yourself as a person who's very competitive. I can feel that. I can feel your competitiveness. It's not just saying, I want to sing and this is the songs that I'd like to sing, right?
Yeah.
You have such a target.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's go genetics.
Genetics.
Yeah. Where do you actually see yourself with that target thing? Is it the dad or a mom thing?
Oh, is it a dad or a mom thing? As in, I don't know. I don't.
Hey, little brother, is it a mom or a dad thing?
I think it's just a me thing.
It's a you thing?
No, I think it's more a mom thing. I think my dad is more of a like, he's more of like he's like, go anak, you can do this. But my mom's more like, okay, this is how you do it. And like, this is how you
Mom? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a mom thing. And like, you have to get to this point and make
okay.
sure your back is straight and make sure this is.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a good thing because she always keeps me in check. And yeah.
I like the way they're interacting with each other. One is off air, the other one is on air.
You can have a seat here. If
No,
you
she
want.
doesn't want. She doesn't want. Okay, so we're not gonna force the issue on that. But like as I said, so that's how you look at yourself, developing yourself. And do you see that all these things that you're going through right now are sort of a prelude to what the future will bring? Because you're getting into that
100%.
exclusive thing. It's not easy to get into the W as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So there's so many of that sort of exclusive performances that you're actually doing now.
Yeah. And, every opportunity sort of, like, they're all strung together and they always, like, lead me to the next. So I got the Philippine Consulate Independence Day gig.
That was crazy.
Through RTHK. And I got RTHK through my mom's videos on YouTube, which is crazy.
Your mom's video on YouTube.
Yeah, and so
go, Mom!
Yeah, most of these things I haven't really sort of asked for. I haven't really auditioned for.
Okay, we've got a question from a
okay.
lady all the way in Australia.
Oh,
She
fun.
asked you, Kuya Mike, how old is she? She sounds so mature and so grown up.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm 21 years old.
There you go. Just turned 21?
I turned 21 last May. Yes.
Oh, you're also May.
Yeah.
Which day?
May 20. Oh, same birthday? Oh.
20, you're still a Taurus, right?
Yes.
I'm 18.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
Actually, we have what? We're three here who works at this station who are all May.
All May. Wow.
So, see? I mean, this is the observation that
Thank
how
you.
mature you are. Because Nora Jones happens to have a daughter as well who...
Nora Jones?
Yeah, she's from Australia.
Oh, hi. She's named. She has the same name as a really famous R&B artist. Her name's Nora Jones as well.
So she has a daughter who we were given the opportunity to sort of get her single with a band and actually
that's
play
so
it
cool.
here. So see how that glow you have.
Thank you.
And that I think that's the advantage that you've got.
Yeah.
Right? See, Mom's already.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's my parents, but also my career so far. I've worked with everyone that I've worked with they're all significantly older than me. Whereas if you're in like college, obviously you're grouped with the same aged people. But yeah, I think my maturity is from the people that I've worked with and their sort of mentality and being surrounded by them so much. Other performers who are just like me, and also my parents who have brought me up to be like this. Just gotta give her the little credit.
Oh, so what a coincidence! Because Nora says her daughter is also a May baby.
Oh!
Oh my God!
So cool.
So
everyone's a May baby.
Yeah,
here.
everybody's getting into that.
Yeah.
Tita Alpha was saying that you look like. I don't know who this lady is. It's Win Marquez.
Win Marquez.
Let's check it
Hello.
You actually apparently look. So Roy's already asking, checking out right now. Anyway, so going back through preparations, you were saying that you have certain things that you sort of regiment that you go through. Diets.
I'm sorry. Diets. I don't have a particular diet, actually. Just.
You love food.
I don't really eat much, actually. I don't eat much, but whenever I eat, I make sure it's
adobo.
I eat more before I perform, but usually I'm more sort of whenever I have to eat, I'll eat. Yeah, that kind of.
So it's not
vibe.
as there's no significance. Really
No,
much.
not really, but I do.
What's your favorite Filipino food?
My favorite Filipino food. My mom's adobo.
Oh, mom's adobo.
Mom's adobo.
Okay. Do you cook?
Eggs. Eggs and ham.
Okay.
And fried stuff, but other than that, not really, unfortunately.
So your go-to would be mom's adobo.
Yes, I would say so.
So
yes.
there's always comfort food at home.
Mm-hmm. Mostly rice all the time.
So morning, noon, and night. Sinangag na kanin.
I guess.
Fried rice.
Okay. Yes. Fried rice. What else? Oh, she makes a really good pasta as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What pasta do you normally like to eat?
Bolognese, but not the sweet one from the Philippines. I'm not a fan of the
Not a
sweet
Jollibee
one.
sweet thing.
No, I'm not a fan of that one. I like the authentic Italian spaghetti.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Italian. Okay.
Yeah. My favorite cuisine is Italian. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, we get to know more and more of you as things progress.
Yeah.
So have you just started in W?
Actually, my audition was on Monday, like just this past Monday, and my contract starts. It was supposed to start yesterday, actually, but because of delays and whatever, now it's being postponed to the 12th of August.
So you haven't really started yet, or you've started already?
I've not really started yet. This is a relatively new thing. Yeah.
And then the one at the Rosewood would be?
That's early September.
Oh, so it will literally have some overlaps.
So the good thing is that I'm only Monday to Thursday at the W, but
it's similar to this
it's
interview.
similar to this. It's like I was able to fit it
perfect scenario.
right in like a puzzle, and then so the show is 3 days, Friday to Sunday, I think, or was it Thursday to Sunday? I might have to take one day off and get someone to fill in for me, but other than that, it fits in like a puzzle.
Do you take dance lessons?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I take jazz dance lessons, and I did jazz dance at APA as well, the school I went to, because
There's
musical
actually
theater.
a lot of Filipinos in APA, right?
There are, but I didn't really come into contact with them because it's sort of like a separate school kind of vibe. So the course that I did is more isolated to the 4-year course.
So how do you compare yourself? How do you compare your prowess in dancing and singing?
I would say
in a scale of 1 to 10, your singing is a 10. Should you really think? Do you think that your singing is a 10?
I think my singing is 8.
Okay.
At best.
So at least you
at
still
best.
have that. You still have some reach.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And
I think.
sometimes it's nice to bring yourself a little bit down so you can still
100%. I think I'm still young, and my voice hasn't reached its prime yet.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. I think. I think I'm a 7, 8 right now
dancing?
in terms of singing.
Oh.
And then in terms of dancing, I would say I'm a solid.
Solid?
5.
Are you sure it's a solid?
Solid 4.5.
I would
to
say
5.
that it's a fluctuating grade between 4 to 5, because solid kind of solidifies you and saying there's no room for improvement.
No, there definitely is a lot of room for improvement. Okay. I would say I'm.
How often do you do that
dancer.
in a week?
I used to do every Thursday, but now because I'm working on Thursdays, I can't do Thursdays. There aren't a lot of jazz classes in Hong Kong, like as in like musical theater jazz classes in Hong Kong. They have all the contemporary stuff like hip hop and what else is there? hip hop and yeah, you know, like the more contemporary stuff. They don't have jazz though. There's only one class that I know of in Hong Kong that's conducted in English, that is for musical theater, and so yeah, I'm really gutted that I can't go on Thursdays anymore. But
So
hopefully,
you've got to find another class.
I do have to find another class.
And you're doing this class privately or one-on-one? No.
No, it's like a group class. Yeah.
So in your performances recently, has any of your classmates knew you as a singer already before, and now performing, like you'll be performing in a W? So has any of your former classmates say, "Oh, she's performing there," or something like that?
What do you mean? Like they're like shocked?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
I mean, you've been singing since, really, I think, you were what? You were just one of those part of the diaspora as Filipinos, right? That you were born with a microphone.
Pretty much. Yeah.
When you came out of mom's womb,
yeah,
you already had that thing, right? So, considering that, and you were already part of certain things in school, did they actually see you developing it to be your profession?
I think 100%.
Really?
I mean, throughout high school, I always said, yeah, I'm gonna be a singer. Like I would tell the teachers, like I would tell my classmates, yeah, this is what, because they do like this thing, like in like your last year where they ask you, okay, what do you want to do? Like they help you plan your future basically. And I always told them, yeah, I want to be a singer. And they know that because, you know, I participated in all the musicals and the competitions. So I wouldn't say they're particularly shocked, but I would say that they're surprised that I was able to actually get this far in my career. I would say so. I would say like I don't know. Like in Hong Kong they don't really expect their youth to go for a profession like this and actually like excel in it. Usually it's like, oh yeah, they just do it part-time, like they perform sometimes, but they're graduating university at the same time. It's always sort of like a split kind of thing, but I'm like 100% going for it, and I think they're sort of like, oh, she's still doing it, that's great. Yeah. And she's actually like doing well, and she's getting up there, like, yeah. So
do you still have one classmate that you think that he or she's still your best friend? She's still there, supported?
Yes, I do. Her name is Harmon. And yeah, so
is she in town, or
she is in town?
She's based overseas.
She's in Hong Kong. She's studying at Hong Kong U right now. Yeah.
So you still get together?
Yeah, we still do get together. I saw her 2 days ago.
That's good.
Yeah.
So at least you still have that sort of, because you're moving up the ladder so quick, and sometimes don't you feel that it's just too quick? I mean, people are saying that you're so, how do I say this? You're so mature and trying to be eloquent and delivering your messages. So suddenly their angels just passed through. I don't know how to answer that question.
Sorry, what's that?
Are you surprised? Are you surprised of yourself?
I
sometimes when the way you deliver your message.
I definitely surprised myself today. I've never ever done this before.
Let me just give you a little bit of a background, because they came in and I had to pick them up upstairs, and she was so nervous coming in here. Right, the three of them were actually seated right at the corner next to DJ McCurves, and I just said, she said, this is the first time I'm doing this. I mean, I'd rather be singing on stage than actually doing this. I said, so in part, before we started, while the news was going, I was trying to kind of calm her down, let her be more, feeling at home as far as that is concerned. So you feel more at home now.
I do. I feel a little bit more relaxed now. Yeah.
You were mentioning earlier that we're timing it at about 5 minutes to the hour, and that's when we say goodbye, and you take us home.
Oh.
No, but you were saying earlier that you actually are playing the piano.
Yeah.
Right? And that, when you learned the piano, was it natural, or you actually had to study? Or was Dad the one who actually
My dad taught me. My dad taught me first, and then he sent me to Tom Lee, to study classical and like to read music and all that stuff. And I didn't really like it, so I dropped out at grade 5. I was like, I don't really want to do this. I want to play like the more like pop stuff. You know, I want to learn the chords. And they were teaching me like Bach and like Mozart and stuff, and
That's
that
very
wasn't
the
what,
traditional teachings.
yeah,
in
I
Hong
wasn't
Kong.
into it, but I mean now at least I know how to read music and I know like music theory, and so that's always gonna be a good base for me, and I'm grateful that he sent me there. But yeah, after that he sort of took over, taught me chord progressions and the stuff that you need to play contemporary music, and yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Have you actually progressed further in terms of playing the piano?
I mean, I play every Sunday at church, so
Okay.
that's my practice every week.
Okay.
That's my rehearsal.
Is there any other instrument that you wish that you can actually play?
I wish I could play the guitar.
Are you actually trying to?
No, because I have nails and I don't want to get rid of my nails. I do my nails
Vanity comes first.
No, I really like my nails, and like I can't. I have the piano anyway, so it's fine. But the only reason I want to play the guitar is because you can't bring a piano everywhere, but you can bring a guitar
True.
everywhere.
True.
Yeah, but I can't get rid of these. So.
Okay. Well, we're roughly about 4.5 minutes before we hit the top of the hour. Thank you for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
And we would love to have you again in a much lighter note.
Yeah.
And hopefully by that time we can bring a huge band and let you sing.
Yeah, sure.
Or as like what you said, keyboards are not portable, so we'll find a keyboard for you to play. So before we end the show, let's give them an opportunity to hear part of your voice. Okay, part of your voice. It may not, I can guarantee you, even if it's a cappella, it will sound so great.
Oh my goodness! Now
And
the
so
pressures. You guys are laying it on
let me
thick.
bring that down. It won't sound so great.
Oh
So,
no!
taking us home with a song coming
From Miss Saigon.
Okay.
Which Lea Salonga starred in. Now?
Yes. Take it away.
You who I cradled in my arms, you asking as little as you can. Little snip of a little man, I know I'd give my life for you. I've tasted love beyond all fear, and you should know it's love that brought you here. And in one perfect night, when the stars burned like new, I knew what I must do. I'll give you a million things I'll never own. I'll give you a world to conquer when you're grown.
Whew. That's just one of the few songs that we will probably get from Joanne, a self-made woman.
Thank you. I wasn't warmed up. I wasn't warmed up. So.
And we're 19 degrees here inside the studio. Okay, so we'll see you. We'll catch you again. You'll start to be singing at the W when?
On the 12th.
On the
so
12th.
if you're in town, feel free to come by and say hi.
And that's what time?
It starts 7 and it ends 8:45.
Okay, that's Monday through Thursday. Joanne Barriga, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We'll catch you again soon, and hopefully we can invite her again back in the studio, and hopefully on a lighter note. And she hopefully will feel that this is home already. For her as well.
We're getting there. I feel home.
You're getting
I feel
it?
at home
Okay.
now. Yeah.
By that time, we'll ask her to take her nails out so she can play the guitar.
Yeah.
No, it's vanity first, ladies and gentlemen. It really feels good when we get supporting our Filipino talent, not only back in the Philippines but also here. Okay, so don't go away. Next on our list sa ating programa po, pagkatapos po ng ating balita at ng 10:00 po ng gabi, mga ating kasama po for our other ethnic minority program. We'll be having our Desi Tadka, our Indian program coming up. with DJ Romy back in his home. Hi, Rom. There
Are you singing?
Okay, we're gonna be back. Thank you very much again,
Salamat
Joanna.
po. Salamat.
Walang anuman. Huh? That's as far as the Tagalog takes her. Salamat po.
Salamat po.
I just said you're welcome.
Oh. And I was like,
we're gonna be back. DJ McCurves will be back
Yes, tomorrow.
Yes, for Tunog Pinoy, Sabado night. See
Metro
ya.
Plus,
Love you guys.
a
Bye.
service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news